At the time of this recording, I am probably in the hospital with my wife. We are having our first child, a girl. And while we are in the hospital, probably right now at the time of this recording, I wanted to put out a piece of content for you guys that I think is overdue. We are in a bull market. We are looking forward to a parabolic rally from crypto. And I haven't come out and put out an official prediction on Bitcoin yet. An official price prediction for this 2025 bull market, 2024, 2025 bull market. I do think we're at this point going to extend into 2025, and things have changed. My original vision was that the best part of this bull market could have occurred towards the end of this year, but we've kind of had an extended sell-off period or a consolidation period for Bitcoin. And truthfully, we're actually right on schedule. We were ahead of schedule. Bitcoin hit a high prematurely, but we are now back on schedule for kind of a traditional time frame of what we've seen in previous bull markets. And so in this video, I'm going to give you guys my official 2025 all-time high price prediction of what I think is a realistic price that I expect Bitcoin to see at least. And of course, it could go higher. It could come lower. Nobody knows exactly where this thing's going to go, but I'm going to give you guys what I think is a good prediction for Bitcoin in this bull market. Stick around to the end, guys. You might be surprised with the number that I throw out there, but I want to share it with you guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kit. Let's hop into this one, guys, and get to it. So Bitcoin right now is up. It's doing pretty well at the time of this recording because, again, over the last several months, we've just been stuck in a range. Really, for the last 200 days, we've just been stuck in this range of around $52,000 to $70,000 for Bitcoin. This is still an accumulation opportunity because at this point, it's fair to say many people believe that Bitcoin is going to go past $100,000. Is that something that I believe? Yes. So at least you can know out of the gates here, I do believe Bitcoin is going to go past $100,000. Well, how high can it go? How high can it go? Well, you got to kind of look to the public and see what they're saying right now, and you got to look towards the past and kind of see what we've seen from price trajectory for Bitcoin in the past. Right now, Michael Saylor, who's a big Bitcoin bull, who went to the Bitcoin conference down in Nashville and came out with a $40 million Bitcoin prediction, also believes that, you know, Bitcoin, obviously, if it can hit 40 million, then it can hit 13 million. He's recently came out with a new number saying $13 million, you know, sooner rather than later. I don't know exactly what his time frame is. By 2045, he says that he believes that it can hit $13 million. Maybe. I'm not going to come out with a prediction that far, but just to use it as a point, a lot of people believe that Bitcoin is deserving of that $1 million mark. And I myself do believe at some point in the future that Bitcoin will hit $1 million at some point. There's only 21 million Bitcoin in existence. There will only ever be. There's billions of people on planet Earth. And so inevitably, not everybody can own a Bitcoin, right? Supply versus demand. Bitcoin can go to $1 million. That's pretty straightforward. Well, let's focus on this bull market, though. Historically accurate decaying peaks study sees Bitcoin's price at 164K by 2025. Now, this is a much more conservative and a shortened time frame prediction. This is a very interesting study. So you have one article coming out talking about a study that Bitcoin can get to 164K. And what we're doing right now is just looking through some of the ideas, some of the price predictions, and then I'm going to kind of give you guys my breakdown of what I believe it could be. How soon could Bitcoin price hit 100K? Here you go. You've seen, again, popular analysts predict Bitcoin's price to reach 100 to 150K between late 2024 and 2026. So we are having some consistency in this. Now, before I read through these articles, I have had a number in mind. And I'll tell you what, guys, the numbers that we're seeing right now from some of these articles, they're relatively in line with what I'm thinking. Now, here's a little bit of a higher one. Standard Chartered raises year-end Bitcoin forecast to 150K. This is back in March, though. This is when we were very, very bullish back in March. And so we're kind of seeing earlier this year, people were talking about huge prices for Bitcoin. And then we've seen about 200 days of exhaust and things have cooled off. And once again, now we're kind of starting to see, some more of these articles. This one is from August. About 164K, a little lower than kind of what we were seeing earlier. But Michael's strategies, MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor is still talking about, multi-million-dollar Bitcoin. So again, Standard Chartered in 2025 is saying a $250,000 Bitcoin. Well, here's what we got to keep in mind, guys. First of all, we're in a post-halving year. Historically, after every Bitcoin halving, we've seen one of these bull markets, right? And that's this is the total market cap you're looking at. For Bitcoin, same thing, low to high bull market. Here, the halving somewhere in here, right? And then a pump. Bear market, moving on up. Then you got a Bitcoin halving, and then we get continuation to the upside. Here we've had a bear market. We're coming on up. We've had a halving, okay? We had an extended rally. We've had an extended consolidation period after that rally. Now we're waiting for that parabolic move. Well, we've always had a very large pump after a Bitcoin halving. We still haven't had that, especially for the total market cap. Yeah, the total market cap is not pumped. And I do expect to see something over a $3 trillion market cap by the end of this bull cycle. If one day Bitcoin is going to go to $13 million, it's not going to happen because, your next door neighbor's buying Bitcoin. It's going to happen because institutions with billions and potentially trillions of dollars come flowing into this industry, driving mainstream adoption for crypto, which is arguably happening right now. And the market cap's going to go up in a very big way. Let's go to the history of Bitcoin really quick and look. So first of all, in a post-halving year, you're seeing really big gains from Bitcoin, guys, historically. In a Q4 is always a good quarter in a bull market year for crypto. But in a Q4 rally in a post-halving year, this is going to be a beautiful gains. I mean, historically speaking, this is going to be the start of it. So how high can we go? How high can we go? That's the question that everybody's wondering right now. Well, let's look over at this Bitcoin rainbow price chart that we do peek at all the time, but let's get in depth here. And I'm going to show you guys just something very basic. Going back to the first peak you see on this rainbow chart, it's through the roof. It's past the red bands. In this next bull market, you'll see we're through the roof as well, but not as blown out of proportions past the top of these bands. Then in the next bull market, back to 2017, this was my first crypto bull market. I wasn't around in these days, unfortunately. Unfortunately, a lot of us didn't catch these days. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. But now you see Bitcoin kind of coming into this rainbow chart and kind of peaking out at the top of the bands over here. And now we come back to our most recent bull market, and we're not going as high. If you notice a trend, it's coming lower, lower, lower. This is a thing called diminishing returns. This is really all we can expect out of Bitcoin at this point. Some people are thinking, okay, well, this is the super cycle. We've heard that term a lot. I'll believe a super cycle when I see it and only when I see it. Could Bitcoin go to $13 million? Yes. Could Bitcoin go to $500,000 in this bull market? Potentially, it could. That's not what the prediction is. What we can predict is based on past performance. And past performance indicates that we do have this thing called diminishing returns. And so we've kind of come down into these colored bands, more and more. Now, I would argue that this was a muted bull market, and I think we should have come up into this orange we did come up into the orange band, but I think even maybe this red band, I think this dip was kind of strange. We had a very strange year with the pandemic and all these different things. Anyway, now we're in this next bull market phase. We still have yet to even get up into the light green or this yellow band. I'm going to tell you guys this. Bitcoin, at the very least, is going to get into this light green band. It could even get into this yellow band. But for this prediction in this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin realistically, at the very least, getting into this light green band. So I'm going to come back to this chart. Let's go back to Bitcoin and let's check this out. Because this is something that's very, 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 very important that I want to share with you guys. And you've seen it before. When is the bull market going to end? Because we can use the Bitcoin rainbow chart to figure out what an accurate price prediction would be for Bitcoin. Well, from the bottom to the top, from the 2015 lows to the 2017 highs, you have just over a 1,000-day stretch of bull market with the halving happening in the middle. Then you go from the 2019 lows to the 2021 highs. And again, you have just over 1,000 days of bull market with the Bitcoin halving in the middle. Now you go over to the lows that we had, the FTX crash lows, the crypto's dead. Everybody panics again, as always, bear market lows in November 2022 to 1,000 days out. Why am I going 1,000 days out? Because that's what we've always seen for Bitcoin. And we're right on schedule to do it again. So this is what we were seeing about 1,060 days. Let's just go to 1,000 days, okay? 1,000 days. What could we see in 1,000 days? This is, you can't see it at the bottom of my screen, but this date where my crosshairs is right here, at the end of this blue box, this is August of 2025, okay? So what I'm showing you guys is that there is a strong likelihood that this bull market could, if it repeats history, go out all the way to August of 2025. So coming back to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, and like I said earlier, I think we're going to this green band. Now, this Bitcoin rainbow chart doesn't even go out to August of 2025. It comes out to May, June, July, August, still, 4 or 5 months away from my target. And so now, again, this is a conservative prediction because we're looking for what to expect here, what to expect. If it goes into the green band, you can see the hold category is yellow. The light green, which is the one is our target, that's $166,000. And that's not even to the end of the year. And so realistically speaking, I think it's a realistic price prediction for Bitcoin to achieve $150,000. And that is my price target as a base case for 2025. Could it go into the yellow? Could it go into the orange? Could we see a $300,000 Bitcoin? I would love to see that. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am a believer that something like that is possible. But to come out with a prediction like that is irresponsible because everybody's kind of looking for a price. I think what people do is they look for a price target on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin hits this price, then I'm selling. And I know that people are doing that. The truth is if Bitcoin hits $150,000, folks, you should be selling on the way up. If Bitcoin hits $300,000, maybe you still have some in and you're still selling on the way to $300,000. And arguably, you should have taken all the profit that you needed in your altcoins, possibly even in your Bitcoin. Maybe you got Bitcoin you're going to hold forever. Fine. I'm not going to argue with that. I like that idea to a point. Holding some Bitcoin forever. I think it's a good store against value. I think it's a great hedge against inflation. And I'll tell you this, guys, in the long term, I'm a believer that Bitcoin could flip the price of gold. And so I'm going to tell you right now, at the very least, at some point in history, I think that Bitcoin should flip gold. It's digital gold. It's better than gold. If Bitcoin achieves the same market cap as gold, you're looking at an $866,000 Bitcoin right there. I've talked about this a lot. I do not believe that this is going to happen in this bull market. Could it? It could. I think it's very unlikely. I could see potentially, in the most bullish case, a $200,000 to $300,000 Bitcoin. But I really do want to go back, and it's interesting. I don't love that my prediction matches up with some headlines. That is unintentional. My prediction is not that prediction because of these headlines, but what I am seeing with these headlines is some kind of consensus. And typically when you see some kind of agreement amongst a mass of people, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree with $150,000 Bitcoin as a base case for this bull market, that makes me question its viability as an actual prediction. Because the more the people agree on one thing, I think the less likely that is to happen, especially in the markets, So does that mean we go higher? Does that mean we go lower? There's a chance that we don't go as high as $150,000. I don't like to say that out loud. I don't like to even think that. I don't think that that's going to be the case, personally. I could be wrong. I think there's a more likely chance that we're going to go higher than $150,000 than not $150,000. And that's the point of this prediction. So $150,000 Bitcoin, I feel really good about that. I feel really, really good about that. I think that the market cap's going to go a lot higher than that, personally. I mean, I do think that I've talked many, many times about how I believe that the total market cap for crypto could go as high as $10 trillion. Well, if that happens, you're going to see a 4x for crypto overall. Well, crypto kip, a 4x for crypto, okay? That is Bitcoin's 50% of crypto. Bitcoin would have to 4x. Bitcoin's currently sitting at $60,000 right now. It's sitting at around $60,000. If Bitcoin 4x is from here, well, then you're looking at a $250,000 Bitcoin. Your predictions don't line up. Well, crypto markets don't have to go to 10 trillion, right? I think they could. And I told you that I think Bitcoin could go higher than 150,000. I think it could go to $250,000. And I think we could have a $10 trillion market cap. I think that's possible. I think that's achievable potentially in this bull market. Realistically speaking, though, no. A $6 trillion market cap for crypto means probably about $150,000 Bitcoin. A $10 trillion market cap for crypto means probably about a $250,000 Bitcoin. That's the math. That's how it shakes out. That's my prediction. I'm probably in the hospital right now having a kid. That's crazy to record this video knowing that at the same time I'm having my first child. I love cryptocurrency, guys. We started this channel about 3 years ago. I like this prediction. I think this is a great Bitcoin prediction I wanted to bring to the table for you guys this year. Let me know what your thoughts are on this prediction. I'm in cryptocurrency because I think there's a tremendous amount of money to be made to create generational wealth for my family and for, generations to come. And I think that you guys out there watching this video have a chance to do it as well. But the key is, guys, is to have realistic expectations, okay? Realistic predictions. I believe this is a realistic prediction. And I also believe that it's very important to take profit. Don't aim for a dollar value in your portfolio before you take profit. Don't aim for at this high number for Bitcoin or this altcoin, I'm going to take profit. It's cool to take profit along the way, scale out of a trade, scale out of a position, and you buy low and sell high, guys. Let's keep it simple. Please know this is not financial advice. That's all I have for you in this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. Do your own research, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one. 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.